Good morning, people. It's your man Joshua Pondexter. Happy Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are broadcasting from the center of the world, Chicago land. Hey, listen, we have a topic for you this morning. We're talking about fear. An anagram, FEAR, false evidence appearing real. So fear, false evidence appearing real. Fear is not real, but danger is real. So you got to be able to tell the difference, right? So fear is something that's false evidence that is holding you back. Fear. Fear is holding us all back. A lot of people say, well, I don't fear anything. I don't fear any man. Well, for you Bible thumpers, don't fear man, but fear God, who can kill the body and the soul. If fear wasn't a real thing, the Holy Spirit wouldn't have put that text in there, right? So we got to deal with our fears. So today we're going to be talking about cure for fear. So there's some cure for fears, right? So there's 12 core human fears, and I'm going to give you 8 powerful tools to utilize to overcome these core human fears. Okay. Number 1, fear of failure. I said, well, I don't fear failure. Well, this is why we play it safe, right? Just don't go out on a limb too much. Don't take too much risk, because fear of failure. Fear of success. Well, how is that? Because all I want to do is be successful, right? You can sing that song all you want to, but there is a fear of success. Well, if I become too successful, I'm going to alienate my friends and my family. So it's real. The fear of not being good enough, smart enough. You got that internal critic telling you, you're not good enough. You're from the wrong side of the track. You know that nobody in your family has ever accomplished much of anything. So why do you think you're going to do it? Fear of not being enough or smart enough. You didn't do well in school. Well, broadcast here, most C students are the one that's running the country, right? A students work for C students. Well, how is that? Well, that logical information is not what gets the job done. It's the ability to execute. So we're talking about 12 core human fears. Then we're going to give you some tools to overcome those fears, right? Number 5, fear of not having enough. Well, I don't have enough money to get started. I don't have enough information. I don't have enough talent, right? So it's a real fear. Fear of losing control, right? Especially for those of us who like to micromanage and be in control areas, holding on to it tight, right? So can't give up the control. Fear of being alone, right? So this is a real fear that if you live your life in a certain way, that you're going to end up alienating a bunch of people, right? Fear of illness. This is real, right? Drink your water, drink your hot tea, eat an apple, and walk around the block, people, right? Fear of illness, being not taking. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to live to 100 because I don't want somebody to have to take care of me, right? So fear of illness. Oh, this is an interesting one. Fear of love. Love is very powerful. It is very powerful. So why would I fear love, right? Because a lot of people who know if they fall in love, they lose a lot of control. You can be easily manipulated when you're in love. Fear of being insignificant, right? It's just a core need in humans to want to feel needed, right? So we're talking about the core 12 core human fears. I'm gonna give them to you again, and then we're gonna give you some tools to address those fears, right? Fear of failure, fear of success. Those are the two opposite ends of the fear spectrum, right? Fear of rejection, right? Nobody likes to be rejected. Even us professional salespeople, we don't like to be rejected, but this is part of our lot in life if we choose to be a professional salesperson, right? Fear of not being enough, right? You got to tell yourself over and over again, I am enough. Not being enough and not being smart enough. I don't have the knowledge, the ability to do these things. No. Fear of looking, miss this one. Fear of looking different. That's why everybody look alike. You can say, well, wow, everybody look the same, because people don't like looking different, right? Fear of losing control, fear of being alone, fear of illness, fear of love, and fear of being insignificant. These are the 12 core human fears that we all have to deal with, right? And here's some tools we're going to give for your consideration and your utilization to utilize these tools, right? Number one, build heightened awareness, right? You must be truthful to yourself, right? You must say, well, hey, you know what? I'm aware that I have fear in this area. So recognition is key. If you don't recognize that you have these fears, you're not going to deal with them, right? And then you have to recognize, and then you have to validate. This is a real thing, right? So I have recognized it. I have validated that it exists in me. And now I'm ready to put a voice to the fear. Number 3. What do you mean? Yep, call it what it is. What it is it fear of failure, fear of success? Name it. Put a voice to it. Talk to it. And then you must correspond to your fears. Write a letter to your fears. Say goodbye to your fears. Correspond with the fear. Talk to it, right? And then execute intelligently around your fear, right? So, okay, well, I'm aware of it. I validate it. I gave it a voice. I wrote a love letter to it, dismissing it. And now I am going to execute intelligently. Yep, so I have a fear of not being good enough, right? So how I'm going to execute intelligently? I am going to get those skills I need to execute. I'm going to study. I'm going to read. I'm going to research, right? And then I'm going to execute. Here's an interesting one. Number 6 tool, collaging, right? We call them vision boards, right? If you want to see yourself happy, successful, family, go cut out pictures of beautiful families, happy families. You want to see yourself being a powerful speaker, right? Collage images of this speaker, right? You want to see yourself as a healthy eater, collage pictures of people eating healthy, nutritional meals, right? Collage. Tell yourself new stories, right? So you're running an old story in your head. You can rewire that story and tell yourself a new story, right? Oh, I'm a poor country boy from Mississippi, and I can't do much. That's the story you telling yourself. You need to tell yourself that you are enough, that you are great, that use the I am method. I am wonderful. I am thoughtful. I am smart. I am brilliant. Start the I am in yourself to death and rewrite that story that you're running. Nobody loves me. Nobody likes me, right? I am likable. I am lovable. I am kind. I am yourself to death, right? And then the eighth tool to get rid of fear is love. Love conquers all. If you live a life of love, trust me, fear will disappear. False evidence appearing real. Fear is not real. Danger is real, right? So this is just something in your mind that's holding you back. And if you want to be successful in this life, whatever financially, relationship-wise, business-wise, you must eliminate this fear and doubt in your mind about yourself, and use these powerful tools to overcome, these 8 powerful tools to overcome this fear. You got to build a heightened awareness. You must become aware of what's holding you back, right? You must validate the fear. So, okay, this fear, it is. I do feel this. Put a voice to your fear, right? Call it what it is. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel smart enough. I don't feel, I have a fear of rejection. Especially if you're in a professional sale business, you're going to have to get past that. And then correspond to your fear. Write your fear a letter. A dismissal letter said, fear, you are fired. Right? And then execute intelligently around that fear. Right? So now this is going to require that once you recognize what your fear, not good enough, not liking, not want to accept rejection, things of that nature. So go and execute around that fear of how to handle rejection in a positive way. Get the skills that you need to cover the gap of your knowledge arena, whatever that may be, and then collaging, making pictures and visuals of who you want to be, right? Around conquering that fear, right? And tell yourself a new story. We all running stories that we have got from our mama and our daddy in our environments, right? You need to reprogram your mind. You can do that with mantras. You can do it with hypnotherapy, or you can read it out and go to sleep and let it just hypnotize you, right? You tell yourself a new story, right? You are enough. And then love. Love is something that you have, that you share. The first person you want to share your love with is yourself. Love yourself. Self-care, all that, that's fine. Manicures, pedicures, eating, wonderful. But you must love yourself. Think highly of yourself. Respect yourself, right? Fear. False evidence appearing real. We talked about the 12 core human fears, and we have given you 8 powerful tools to overcome that, and we wish you well. This particular program is called Ask Joshua. So you can definitely ask me your questions. See there, Ask Joshua here on Facebook, and financial, business type questions. And so this is what this time is really dedicated to helping you move forward. Right. So with that said, people, if you don't have any questions, I don't see any questions or comments. I don't know if in the chat here. Yeah, there's no comments. There's no questions. All right. I guess you people like to hear me talk, but I love questions. So next time, prepare some questions for your boy. All right. With that said, have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Ask Joshua. Come with your questions. Bye for now.